Hi guys, how are you doing? You might have heard me talking about how awesome it is to work in Sweden, how to get a job and what is the work culture and so on. But in this video, I want to talk about what if I lose my job, how still I can manage my expenses, how I can get at least a part of my salary if I lose my job. So yes, I think that's one wonderful thing about Sweden job market is there are agencies or there are some insurance companies which give you employment insurance. So if I lose my job, I can still get a part of my salary if I become member of any of these agencies. So when I say about employment insurance, so two things that comes to my mind. One is A-kassa, the other is union. Honestly speaking, there are so many employees who are already member of both of these like A-kassa and union, but they don't know the difference between what is A-kassa and what is union, how differently they can benefit you as an employee. So in this video, I am going to talk a little bit about the difference of A-kassa and union, how exactly it will benefit you and why you should be member of it, and how you can ensure your salaries and your employment once you become member of this. And also I would like to talk a little bit, not in very detail or very length, about collective agreement. So this is about some agreement between your employer and the union. So I just want to give you a little bit brief idea about what exactly it is. You don't need to know in very detail that what exactly the collective agreement is, but at least you know what is it about. So next time if somebody talks to you or somebody says anything about collective agreement, you at least know what is it about. But before that, a brief introduction about myself. My name is Pranali. I am from India. I have also lived in Dubai and right now I'm here in Sweden. And on this channel, I am sharing my experiences, my learning and my journey. A-kassa is also called as Unemployment Insurance Fund. So if anybody is talking about Unemployment Insurance Fund, so don't get confused. They are talking about A-kassa. So the very basic condition of getting benefit from A-kassa is there are two conditions that you need to fulfill to get any kind of unemployment insurance fund from A-kassa. First is you should be working for at least 6 months in Sweden to get benefits. Second condition is you should be working for at least 60 hours per month. So you need to fulfill both the conditions. It is not or, it is and. So yes, you need to fulfill both these conditions to get any kind of benefit from A-kassa. There are three very basic things about A-kassa that you should know is, first, you will not get the unemployment benefit forever. Like suppose if I lose my job, it is not the case that I am going to get the benefit forever. I don't have to look for the job. No, that's not the case. I will get that benefit for another 300 days only. If you are a parent and if you have kids who are not more than 18 years of age, in that case, you will get that benefit for 450 days. Second and very important thing is you will not get all the benefit like constant. It's not, the benefit is not constant. The money is not constant for all the 300 days. For initial 100 days, I may be getting 80% of the salary. Maybe for another 200 days, I might get 70 or 60% of my salary. So yeah, the amount is not constant. The benefit what you get is not constant. It varies. The third and very important thing is how exactly do they calculate that? How much money are you going to get? What is this benefit amount is? There, it depends on how long have you been with A-kassa, how long are you the member of A-kassa. So suppose if you are a member of A-kassa for more than 12 months, then maximum, it is maximum I'm talking about, maximum you can get 1200 SEK per day. Whatever your salary is, your salary may be whatever, you will not get more than 1200 SEK per day if you are member of A-kassa for more than 12 months. And suppose if you are a member of A-kassa but you haven't completed 12 months, so your benefits will, like your per day benefits will be little less. Your money, what money you get from the A-kassa team is little less. So maximum you can get is 510. Like suppose if I am a member of A-kassa and I haven't completed my 12 months, I am a member of A-kassa for let's say 8 months. Then maximum, like my salary is super high, so maximum benefit I can get is 510. It's not more than 510 SEK per day. So it's always beneficial that you join A-kassa on the day one of your employment, on the day one you get the job. I suggest to everybody, please join the A-kassa. Now talking a little bit about unions. I suppose by now at least you know what is A-kassa and how it is going to benefit. Union is union is not also about unemployment benefit. It is not that once you lose your job you will get some salary. It is not about that. Union is about negotiation. So union is a group of people who negotiate with the management on your behalf. So union gives you different kind of benefit. There are various ways that how union can help you. For example, suppose if I get fired from my job and I think, no, I did my job best, there's nothing wrong that I did and it was unfair with me, so I can approach the union. Union can give me the lawyer. If I have to hire a lawyer over here privately, it will be super expensive. So that lawyer, I can get it free of cost if I'm a member of union. So I can fight with my management. Okay, I lost my job, but there was no fault of mine. So that way union can provide you that support. So, and your employment contract is also negotiated with union first. So if employer has to hire an employee, so they go to union first. They show that, okay, this is the employee, this is his skill set, and this is what we are going to offer to the union, that particular employee. So union evaluates, okay, is this fair to the employee? Can he manage his expenses? And once the union gives approval, okay, fine, you go ahead with hiring of this employee, then only you get that employment contract. So your employment contract is also negotiated with unions first, and then you get the contract. And also, suppose if you are not happy with your increment, salary increment, you can go to union and you can talk to them. Okay, I am not very convinced with the salary increment. Can you negotiate on my behalf with management so they can do their job? And also you will get unemployment benefit also. Suppose if you lose your job and you are a member of A-kassa. So now this union can give you top up money on the benefits what you are getting on A-kassa. Suppose if I lose my job, I am a member of A-kassa, and I am getting 70% of my salary from A-kassa. So union can add another 10% of your salary with that amount. So it's like supplementary to the A-kassa. It's not only the unemployment benefit that union is going to give you. It is supplementary to the A-kassa. It will add some amount to the A-kassa's money. So that is the basic difference between union and A-kassa. Union is not about unemployment benefit. It is not about getting the salary once you lose a job. It is about negotiating with your management, because these are there are so many big organizations and you can't go alone and negotiate with the employer. So it's better that you become a part of union and they will negotiate on your behalf. So there are different unions based on profession. Like there is one union for engineers, which my husband is part of. There is one union for doctors, and maybe there is one union for students. So based on your profession, you can choose which union you want to be part of. It's very easy to be part of union or A-kassa. You can just go on the websites of union and or A-kassa. You can log in with your login details, but you need to have personal number and bank ID, which is very important. Without that, you might not be able to join union or A-kassa. You go on their websites. On the homepage only you will find join us page. So you join over there, you choose your profession and where you belong and how long have you been working and from where you want to start. Do you want to start like immediately from today you want to be member, or do you want to be member after some day? So you can choose that and you become member. You submit that form and yes, you become member of union. So normally there is a money, like there is a membership fees. So one union fees is different for different category. Like if you are 65 plus person, then your fees might be little less. If you are a student, then your fees might be different. So the membership fees is different for different categories. So you can go on the website, you can check how much membership fees is for you. Now I want to talk a little bit about collective agreement. If you get any job offer or if you are joining at new organization, you might have heard about this word collective agreement. As the name suggests, so it is a collective agreement between union associations and your employer. So if your employer is part of collective agreement, then that employer has to give you some extra benefit apart from regular social benefits that the employer is giving to you. Maybe in terms of your sick leaves, maybe in terms of your parental leaves or any kind of other things that normally an employer should give, being part of labor laws or being part of the legislation or the Swedish labor laws. But if the employer is part of this collective agreement, that employer might have to give you some extra benefit than the regular benefit that they give. So this is all about collective agreement. So you should know when you are joining any employer, any new job, you should know that your employer is part of collective agreement or not. If the employer is not part of the collective agreement, then you can negotiate for better salary, because if they are not part of this collective agreement, you might not get additional benefit. What additional benefit you are supposed to get with a employer who is having collective agreement. So ensure that when you are joining for any new job, or if you get any offer from any employer, just check that are they part of collective agreement or not. So it is always beneficial that you become part of an organization who have agreement with these unions as a collective agreement. And there are 90% of the employer in Sweden who are part of this collective agreement, but not all. So just cross check that. Thank you so much guys for watching till here, and the information whatever I have shared is completely based on my personal knowledge, from whatever I have read or from whatever I have discussed with my friends and my employer, and whatever my experiences are. If you find any discrepancies, or if you think that okay, something is not correct or has to be more correct, please write me back in comment section. I would love to explore that. And thank you so much.